This project was related to Aral Sea region. We analyzed their water efficiency and the water management as their irrigation in that location. The soil map is very important to the whole people of Kazakhstan. They actually should know what kind of soil under their food. In science, in my personal life, I try to do first what I don't want. It's very important to choose the right person who can help, support, and proud of you as a scientist.
The Aral Sea, once the fourth largest lake in the world, lies in Central Asia on the border between Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. Since the 1960s, when its waters were diverted to irrigate farmland, the sea has been shrinking rapidly. By 2014, its eastern basin had completely dried up, leaving behind what is now known as the Aral Desert. The drying of the Aral Sea brought devastating environmental and social consequences. Its barren seabed has turned into a vast source of toxic dust storms, spreading harmful particles and salts across thousands of kilometers. This has taken a serious toll on human health, causing respiratory diseases and other illnesses. In the face of this crisis, efforts are underway to restore the region's fragile environment. Scientists worldwide are joining forces to combat soil degradation, bring vegetation back to life, and improve water management. Among them is Kazakhstani researcher Maira Kussainova, who is developing practical solutions for efficient water use and helping local farmers adapt to changing conditions.
We are established there 3 weather stations, and that's why we are analyze their water efficiency and the water management as their irrigation in that location. And we are working with different farmers who are growing different crops like rice, wheat, and different cover crops, and we analyze by that different sensors how they are manage the water amount for the irrigation, because there are differences from the 1980s for now. It's very huge.
Meteorological stations and sensors installed in the Aral Sea region collect data on soil, its moisture levels, and temperature. By analyzing this information, scientists can draw conclusions and provide recommendations to help farmers better organize irrigation and conserve water. Combined with other measures, this could slow down land degradation, contribute to vegetation recovery, and reduce dust storms. In the long term, these studies offer hope for a significant improvement in the region's environmental situation. Alongside research in the Aral region, the Kazakhstani scientist is studying soil conditions in various parts of the country. This work is vital for understanding how climate change, reduced rainfall, and rising temperatures is degrading fertile soil and speeding up erosion. The results are helping to develop strategies for preserving Kazakhstan's land resources.
And what we understood that if we will compare with other areas, the Balkhash area by the soil science is more eroded. And when we, for example, visited this area, we have this kind of noticed. Most of the areas is for the pasture, but if you will see it here, Ili River is a more irrigated area. But if you will see this kind of areas is more degraded, and they don't have enough water nowadays because precipitation and the water amount is became less and less, and that's why it's more dried. But anyway, the farmers try to do this kind of areas for the croplands, and they are plowed this area, and after that, if they don't have enough yields, they just abandon these areas, and because of it, all of the soils from the top, they just move by the air or wind to another place. If, for example, you will driving by car during this highway, you will see very strong wind, like sandy wind. It's showing like erosion of the wind or erosion by the soil from the one place to the another place. It's actually very bad influence to the quality and the soil fertility in this region. And we are trying to influence to the farmers not to do this, and try to teach them how it is better to manage this their own area.
The primary goal of the scientists' work is to create a detailed soil map to help farmers and government agencies manage land and resources more effectively. The map will include information on soil composition, fertility, erosion levels, and other key characteristics, with a special focus on areas most affected by soil degradation. Using modern technologies like satellite imagery and geographic information systems, scientists gather and analyze data to ensure the map is accurate and up-to-date. These findings will support better agricultural land management and guide strategies for restoring depleted soils.
I would like to introduce this platform, which are called the VOCAT. This VOCAT platform was funded by the FAO and the soil scientists from Kazakhstan. And most of the researchers unfortunately don't know about this platform. And I just would like to show that how it's very important to use this kind of platform. It's in open resource, and you can see here the whole of the map, but the map is created by the Google Earth engines, and that's why it's mostly the vector. If, for example, if you will see here, you cannot see here the contours. It's only like how could I say that, as pictures, but anyway, it's give you the very good information. For example, here you can see the legend, which are showing the tree coverage areas, the grasslands, croplands, wetlands, artificial areas, which is located by the urban areas where the people are living, and water bodies. For example, I choose that Almaty region, and by the good internet connection, you can open your area which you're interested in.
Maira Kussainova's projects are built on a multidisciplinary approach that brings together knowledge and methods from various scientific fields. Soil scientists study the composition and condition of land using satellite imagery and sensors to collect data. Artificial intelligence technologies enable quick analysis of this information, identifying key issues. Climatologists examine how climate changes, such as rising temperatures and reduced rainfall, accelerate soil degradation. Agricultural experts work closely with farmers, helping them adopt modern land management practices. This collaboration between specialists from different disciplines provides a deeper understanding of the causes of soil degradation and leads to practical solutions that can be immediately applied for sustainable land use.
In science, if you try to have good results in this field, you should work in interdisciplinary field. So that's why when you have such a science like Maira near your lab, you can collaborate with her in her field. You can mix different fields and generate new results in science. She's a leading expert in the sustainable agriculture with the experience, 19 years experience in this field. She has a lot of published papers in peer-reviewed journals. Also, she very good with collaborating with international scientists like in Turkey, United States. As I know, she successfully implemented and successfully completed several projects supported by America's Space Agency, NASA.
Mostly my time was spent with my nanny, and she was the same time nanny and same time neighbor of our apartment. And she actually very wise and clever woman, and usually we spend our time in outside. And she introduced with different herb, with different plants, and introduced how it's better to caring about them. And actually, she is influenced to be me as a scientist. I actually start to love biology, plant science, etc. And after when I, for example, in the summertime, was spent in a camp, I usually collected all of the herbal plants to use them in a different illness. For example, if one of my parents or one of my member of my family have illness, especially if they have some flu, I prepared them some herbal tea and they used them and they became better. When I was a student at the school, firstly influenced to me to be a scientist, especially in chemistry, was teacher of chemistry. She was a teacher at the university and have some scientific classes in our school. And she maybe noticed my skills in the science, and that's why she influenced me and invited me to be one of the member of the scientific class in chemistry. When I graduated school, she invited me to the biology chemistry department, and she introduced how it's possible to work there, to do the different lab exercises, and that's why I applied for scientific department to be a biology chemistry specialist.
Maira Kussainova is the first scientist in her family. She earned her PhD in soil science, mastering a profession that is rare but essential in today's world. Maira believes that in modern science, having expertise in just one field isn't enough. Scientists today need strong technical and IT skills, from managing workflows to analyzing data using specialized software. In her free time, she explores new technologies that keep her at the cutting edge of research.
My hobby is learning some new things. For example, now I am learning information system platform, which give you opportunity to do different maps, but it's not like popular here in our country. And mostly people use this program only for making the map. But by learning and taking some tutorial, I understood that you have so many opportunities to use them in a different way. And that's why, for example, now for me it's learning and understanding different tutorial is one of the hobby for now. But usually it's changing time by time, depend of my goal and aim. In science, in my personal life, I try to do first what I don't want. When I came to my workplace, I open my calendar or task days, and I see that one of the difficult things I start to first. I want to solve this issues problem in the first, and then I try to do some easy task. Or for example, if I don't want to talk with one of the member of the research group or with someone, I push myself and have conversation first, even it's very difficult beginning, and then I try to move to another task for my job. And by this act, I understood that it gives me the opportunity to do work very well and continue my day very easily. Even you're at home, you are busy with some questions about science. It's very important to choose the right person who can help, support, and proud of you as a scientist. My wife is a scientist. My husband, he is a very artistic person. He drawing the different art, and at the same time he is a jeweler. All of my free time actually I spent with him. We are usually planning to do something together during the week. If we have a same free time, we spend together, for example, in cinema or in a concert or in a museum.
Science in Kazakhstan is advancing rapidly, says Maira Kussainova. She actively takes part in scientific conferences, both online and in person, where she shares the findings of her research. One of her top priorities is creating a detailed soil map of Kazakhstan. To make this possible, she founded the Kazakhstan Soil Science Association. Professor Kussainova believes that uniting the efforts of experts can greatly speed up this process, as accurate soil data is vital for effective land management.
Kazakhstan is a huge territory country, and we are located in the 9th place in the world by territory. But we still don't have digital soil map for the whole our area. We have one printed one from the 1980s. My aim and my dream to make this map. They actually should know about what kind of soil under their food and how they can really should use them correctly. Because nowadays government give their opportunity to farmers use the soil for the 59 years, and they not put that any fertilizer to the soil to make them more fertile compared with the other years. And if we will see, for example, even by the space satellite images, we can see that soil became more degraded than 30 years before.
Soil degradation in the Aral Sea region, as well as other parts of Kazakhstan and Central Asia, remains one of the most pressing environmental issues. Drying lakes, erosion, and the loss of fertile soil are endangering ecosystems, agriculture, and food security. Maira Kussainova's work takes a deep dive into this crisis. Her team is analyzing the condition of the land, identifying the root causes of degradation, and developing strategies for its recovery. Maira Kussainova is a face of Kazakhstani science. Her efforts not only highlight the scale of the problem, but also pave the way for sustainable solutions to protect and manage land resources effectively.